This matter resolved.
Alright, so I played a little bit of ranked 6v6 this weekend, which is the weekend of June 13th and June 14th.
Move the payload. Understood.
Because I wanted to do drives. However, the thing I did forget is that you do have to do your placements first before you get drive score, which is unfortunate. But it was still a good experience to play. I spent a lot of time in these games playing tank, but this game I played Moira, and I just wanted to commentate over it because, I'm a mid-masters support player. I guess I'm a Moira main these days, but 66 plays very differently than 5v5, so I just wanted to take a look at it and just see how I'm doing, how I can improve for 66 specifically. Already something that you'll probably notice is I am already healing so much more than typically I need to, simply because there's two tanks. And you'll see it throughout this game, but you can't... Something I need to take more to heart is I can't do the same things in 6v6 that I can in 5v5 to the same degree. And actually right there is something part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this game. I threw a healing orb when I was already like 2 HP. I gotta get better at just throwing the damage orbs when I am that close to death. When there is, even in the moment, I knew that there was no real chance of me surviving that. But thankfully my team carries me there. So as you have to do in 66, a lot more time healing. But as you see now, I've pushed up. I'm playing kind of as I normally do in 5v5. And good on my team and my tank. My Sigma there for pulling up. I Cole to counter Cole. And I think, it worked out here because I get a kill on the Domina, who is very much out of position. So I get here just to take some high ground, create some spaces, the angles for my team. Hazard follows me, which is definitely a mistake on the Hazard part, not just because I'm a good Moira and not going to be an easy kill, like I think other Moiras doing the same thing in this particular rank would be, but also just, he's a tank that they're trying to contest the cart. Tank goes away from the cart, much harder to contest it, so my team cleans up after me. I think my aggression and my positioning, which baited the Hazard away, was a contributing factor, but my team's playing very well. I was grouped with Thane, who is on Bastion, and Barry, who is on Hog, and Barry's been living their best Hog life in this game, and we respect that. But you can see here, I'm already beginning to make that adjustment. I'm healing a little bit more. I'm totally messed up this fight. Even though clearly, like in terms of skill level, obviously, like these are gold plat players in 6v6, meaning they're probably gold in 5v5, simply just because of how the numerical distribution of the rank system works. So it took 4 of them looking at me to kill me, but I'm just... I have to flank differently. Now this was certainly a choice by me. I was definitely just having fun in this game. I was just having some fun. That was a battle. Listen, in my head, it was a great idea. It was my entire team was gonna walk in. We were gonna get a team kill, and everyone was gonna be so impressed. So impressed. It didn't work out. That's my bad. Also, I shouldn't have healed the Sigma there at all. They were always gonna die. So I shouldn't have even really wasted the time, because then they die and we have to wait until they respawn to push. But Hog, I don't know, you guys, do you think the Hog wants to go for some hooks? again, I was really just vibing this game, but I think this was a good flank. I mean, the Domina ends up taking a lot of damage, and not really accomplishing anything. The reason why I continued right-clicking them even though both of my tanks were very low is because I was pretty sure we weren't going to win that, so I at least wanted to get... I wasn't confident I could heal them and actually save them, so I figured I might as well try to at least get one of the enemy tanks. Okay, this I do just want to point out.
Surrender to my will.
And we'll go back to this, certainly, this choice of a ult in a second. I do just want to call this out, not to call this Mercy specifically out, but to call support players, all support players out for this. So, the tank gets out of position, nothing Mercy can really do to save them here. I think, yeah, even if they hadn't gotten booped off the map. But instead of dying on cart, you know what this Mercy does? They're trying to get out. And, I mean, they do get the kill, but you know what they do? They also delay their death, significantly. And so now, yeah, like, now their team is in a 5v6 with only one of their supports. And yeah, we easily won that. We easily win that fight. So that was just like, I think we were always gonna get the point just because we had the numbers advantage and we had ults. But I think a lot of support players do not realize that that's how you lose games. Like, it didn't really matter in this moment. But that's how you lose games without realizing it. So I popped ult, just because I recognized they were down one, they were down their Mercy. And so just trying to help. So something I have also noticed that I don't know if you've noticed as well. This on-run wants me now. Like, I flanked at the very beginning and now they're committed to going. Don't worry about that fade. That was dumb. I was waiting to switch spawns because I could tell we had won the fight. But this on-run, I think maybe they just thought, oh, this Moira is an idiot, which, to be fair, is true. So they're just going to get what they think is an easy kill on me as much as possible. Just fading out of there to reposition, and because I don't want the orb to kill me. My team's doing a great job pushing up, making progress, being aggressive. Barry does a really good job of managing their HP here. Very good ult from Fane. Fane was killing at these games. And yeah, I was, all of that sort of enabled me to go in and make some chaos. Because we're down our shield tank, I am like, I'm just, I was just trying to make sure to cause some chaos and get us into a good position to get this point, because it is really hard. If we had lost this fight here, it's so much harder to come back and cap it. So I go into like pretty much heal mode. Our Sojourn's been playing pretty well, so I am like trying to hard pocket them. Shout out to the what's the perk called? Shout out to Ethical Nourishment. That 0-3 teams. So overall, a great round by the team.
Initiating match.
I certainly was there for the round. Say what you will, you cannot say that I was not participating in that round.
I will find the key.
But I think this was the first game in this series of 6 games that we'd played that I had been on support, and so I recall like trying to make the mental shift of, this is 66, we have 2 tanks, I need to heal more than I otherwise would in 5v5.
No, thank you.
And so I mean, something I am proud of in this game is that you will see, in this round, that I make those changes that I needed to make, and just my goal moving forward in 6v6 when I do play it is, to not need to make that change in the first place, to just start each game playing the 6v6 way. But Barry's doing a great job somehow managing to survive. Our Ana's doing a great job trying to keep the heals up on them. I rely so much on heal orbs for healing in 6v6. I think I did a good job kind of taking advantage of the Sojourn's positioning there. They weren't expecting me. I assume they weren't expecting me to look at them, because I mean, I imagine most Moiras in this rank are healing more, which is probably the right thing to do. And then also just bad res by Mercy. This is one of my favorite uppy downy orb spots. This room is great. It just gives you so much. It's like having a health pack right there, constantly, that just gives you more and more, gives you HP over time. Here I'm just trying to follow up on my tanks. I think this is how I need to be playing more in 66, just healing a little bit more, letting my tanks set the pace. And I get cold pretty quickly, so I'm just using it to keep everyone up, so that we hold this corner for as long as possible. Onron that's a great flank. Good job by all of us, by us squishies, to turn around and peel for our Ana. Vayne giving me anxiety right there. Doing a good job hiding behind the cart after taking a bajillion damage. He's just bouncing that heal over for the Hog, who I will say I was surprised that the enemy team didn't do more about the Hog who's standing there waiting to get hooks. Like, that was the entire game for Barry, and yet they didn't do anything really. I mean, good play by the horse. I misplayed that because I didn't get around that corner of the threshold fast enough. I think I could have survived that, but I got a little bamboozled. But good on my team for sustaining and still holding there. I missed the fade jump up. Just orb out because, I mean, Ana's there, but there's enemy spawn's much closer, and so I would just rather rotating this way, which I think I should have rotated to this hallway, which is one of my favorite spots. Fading out just because I heard the Sojourn ult, and I just wanted to make sure that we got full value from the coal instead of just me dying, because again the enemy spawn is so close to the cart, ours is so far. Another adjustment that I see myself make is I'm fading a lot sooner than I probably otherwise would. I think just because I'm conscious there are now 6 people that could be shooting at me. But yeah, I think what lost this game for the enemy team was they just didn't make enough confident use of like this side angle, which is good of our Sojourn to be holding that, and also just not doing anything about the Hog. But I mean, the horse trying. They oh yeah, I'm going in. I'm just kind of having fun. We most likely gonna win, so I just wanted to go in to prevent people from pushing in, distracting them a bit. So yeah, I mean, it was a very unbalanced game in my team's favor, which it's always fun to win games, so it's always fun when that happens, but not exactly a sort of fair competition. Just showing the stats again. Look at the Hog. They really just didn't do more to deal with the Hog, although this person had been playing Mercy, swapped to Ana to try to help with that.
10
But
seconds remaining.
yeah, just their DPS. I mean, their on-run was trying. Soldier playing soldier.
Overtime.
But yeah, I mean, the nearly 20k healing for me is always surprising. I mean, you never really need to heal that much in 5v5, but even for me, especially because I don't sort of, my playstyle is not really super healing focused, but I will say good on me for recognizing that, yes, this is 66. I heal and need to heal a lot more. Healing is a lot more valuable in 66 generally. If you have 2 tanks, that is. But yeah, I think that's the next thing I need to be working on in 66, because I do tend to play a lot more 66 these days, because queue times are shorter. So that's something that I need to be keeping in mind, will hopefully be keeping in mind, is that in the games when I am able to play support in 66, I do tend to play I end up playing a lot of tank, which isn't a bad thing, but when I do play support, remembering right off the bat that 66 requires more healing, and that healing is more valuable in 66, I think will help me see a lot more success. And who knows, maybe I'll play some more open queue ranked going forward, just because the queue times are shorter, and because it's 66, I don't know, there's just less pressure on me. I haven't finished my placements, but I do believe actually, we can check. I'm also much, I predicted plat 4, whereas, I mean, let's see, was it season 6? Is it? Oh yeah, it would have been, peaked M2, which was early enough in the season it was top 500, so, and I just don't, like, I don't play that much, these days. I just don't have that kind of time. But yeah, because it's a sort of, I am playing in a lower rank in 66, it's just more chill. But I'm rambling. If you watched this all the way through, thank you. I don't know why you would. But yeah, I hope there's something about this that may have been helpful. It's certainly helpful for me, which is why I do this. It helps me articulate my reasoning and see the mistakes I'm making more clearly. So yeah, it's June 14th, so hopefully if anyone is still playing drives, I hope you have some good RNG with teammates, and talk to you guys later.